Are you feeling overwhelmed by the clutter in your life? Not just the stuff in your home, but the endless to-do lists, the social obligations, and the noise in your mind? If so, you're in the right place. In today's video, I'm going to show you how adopting just 10 simple minimalist habits can bring more clarity, peace, and most importantly, happiness into your life. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll walk away with practical steps that'll help you declutter not only your surroundings, but also your mind, and get closer to the joy that comes with living simply. So why should you watch this video? Because simplifying your life isn't just about having less stuff. It's about making space for more of what truly matters, and who doesn't want more happiness and peace? The first habit that sets the foundation for all the others is decluttering your physical space. Think about it. How do you feel when you walk into a room filled with random objects? Clothes you don't wear and papers you haven't touched in months. Probably anxious, right? Research has shown that clutter not only affects our ability to focus, but also increases our stress levels. In fact, a study published in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that people with cluttered homes had higher levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. Start with one small area, like your bedroom or desk. Donate or toss items you haven't used in months or years, and keep only the things that bring value or joy to your life. Minimalism isn't about living with nothing, it's about living with intention. You'll be amazed at how much lighter and more focused you'll feel after simplifying your surroundings. And here's a bonus. When your space is clear, your mind feels clearer too. The next step is something many of us overlook: decluttering our digital world. We live in an era of constant connectivity, and while technology is great, too much of it can overwhelm us. Think about how many hours you spend scrolling through social media, aimlessly consuming content, or managing your inbox. Digital clutter isn't just about storage space, it's about mental space. Every notification, every unread email adds a layer of noise to your mind. A simple way to start is by unsubscribing from unnecessary newsletters and deleting apps you don't use, but it doesn't stop there. Set boundaries with your screen time. I recommend picking specific times during the day to check your phone or social media, and outside of those windows, focus on being present in the real world. By limiting digital consumption, you not only reduce distractions, but also create space for deeper connections, creativity, and happiness. Minimalism is often associated with decluttering, but it's much deeper than that. It's about being mindful of what you allow into your life. Mindful consumption applies to everything from the things you buy to the media you consume and even the relationships you nurture. One of the keys to minimalism is asking yourself, does this add value to my life? This question can save you from buying things you don't need, agreeing to commitments that drain your energy, and spending time with people who don't uplift you. Let me give you an example. Instead of buying trendy clothes every season, invest in high-quality pieces that you'll wear for years. Instead of watching the latest reality TV show, choose a documentary or book that enriches your mind. The more intentional you are with your consumption, whether it's material, digital, or emotional, the more space you create for the things that truly bring you joy. Here's a practical tip that will not only declutter your life, but also save you time and mental energy: adopting a capsule wardrobe. A capsule wardrobe is a small collection of versatile, timeless clothing items that you love and wear frequently. Think about it. How much time do you waste every morning deciding what to wear? Having fewer options, but ones that all work well together, eliminates decision fatigue and gives you back those precious minutes to start your day with intention. For example, instead of owning 5 different jackets, maybe you just need 1 or 2 that go with everything. The key is to choose items that fit your lifestyle and reflect your personal style, so you feel confident every time you get dressed. The result? Less clutter in your closet, less stress in your morning routine, and more mental energy for things that matter, like your goals, your passions, and your happiness. One area where clutter often creeps in without us even realizing it is our schedules. How many times have you said yes to an event, project, or social gathering only to regret it later because you're exhausted or overwhelmed? One of the best habits you can adopt is learning to say no. I get it. Saying no can be hard, especially if you don't want to disappoint people, but every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying no to something that could. Simplify your schedule by prioritizing your time and energy. Focus on commitments that align with your goals and values, and let go of anything that feels like an obligation rather than a genuine desire. By clearing your calendar of unnecessary events, you create more space for self-care, for time with loved ones, and for pursuing the things that actually make you happy. Now I'm curious, how do you currently deal with overwhelm? Do you have any tips or habits that help you manage stress and clutter in your life? Drop them in the comments below. Let's share ideas and help each other create more space for joy. Here's a habit that can shift your entire mindset. Prioritize experiences over material possessions. There's plenty of research showing that people who invest in experiences like travel or hobbies are happier in the long run than those who spend on material goods. Why? Because experiences create memories, foster connections, and contribute to personal growth. Material things, on the other hand, provide temporary satisfaction that fades over time. Instead of buying the latest gadget or fashion item, consider spending that money on something that will enrich your life. Take a weekend trip with friends, try a new hobby, or attend a live event. The joy you get from these experiences will stay with you longer than the fleeting excitement of a new purchase. Let's talk about another source of clutter: media consumption. In today's world, it's easy to get sucked into a constant stream of news, whether it's through TV, social media, or news apps. While it's important to stay informed, consuming too much negative news can leave you feeling anxious and drained. Limiting your media exposure can free up mental space and reduce unnecessary stress. I recommend choosing a few trusted news sources and setting a limit on how much time you spend consuming news. You'll find that when you aren't bombarded with negativity, you have more energy to focus on things that uplift and inspire you, which naturally leads to a happier, more peaceful mindset. One of the most powerful minimalist habits you can adopt is the practice of slow living. We live in a fast-paced world where we're constantly rushing from one task to the next, but this frantic pace often leaves us feeling exhausted and disconnected from the present moment. Slow living encourages you to slow down and savor life's simple pleasures. It's about being fully present in whatever you're doing, whether that's enjoying a meal, going for a walk, or having a conversation. By slowing down, you create more space to appreciate the beauty in everyday moments, and in turn, you cultivate a sense of peace and gratitude. So next time you feel the urge to rush, take a deep breath and remind yourself that life isn't a race, it's a journey. Your morning sets the tone for the rest of your day, so why not make it simple and intentional? Many of us start our mornings in a rush, checking emails, scrolling through social media, and jumping straight into our to-do lists. But what if instead you created a morning routine that was calm, purposeful, and aligned with your goals? I recommend starting with small intentional habits like making your bed, meditating, journaling, or simply enjoying a cup of coffee in silence. These simple practices will help you begin the day with a clear mind, making you more focused, productive, and ultimately happier throughout the day. Remember, how you start your day affects how you live your life. Lastly, one of the most liberating minimalist habits you can adopt is letting go of perfectionism. Perfectionism can create a lot of unnecessary stress and prevent you from enjoying the present moment. The truth is, perfection is an illusion, and striving for it often leads to disappointment. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for progress. Focus on doing your best, but don't beat yourself up if things don't go exactly as planned. By letting go of perfectionism, you free yourself from the pressure to always get it right, and you open yourself up to more joy and fulfillment. After all, life isn't about being perfect, it's about being happy. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What's one minimalist habit from this list that you're excited to try out? Drop it in the comments and let's keep the conversation going. I'm sure we can all learn from each other's experiences. Remember, minimalism isn't about deprivation, it's about intention. It's about clearing away the excess so you can focus on what truly matters and find happiness in simplicity. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on living a simpler, happier life. And if you know someone who could benefit from these tips, don't forget to share this video with them. Until next time, take care and keep living with intention.